USC defensive coordinator Danton Lynn just heated up LSU with a blitz on 4th and goal and stopped them, so the Trojans take over. And Miller Moss, who was the Holiday Bowl MVP, 6 touchdown passes, has now completed his.
He's now wearing number 7. Keep a good eye on him.
Because Perkins is in 7. Swinson's wearing Perkins' old number 4 and USC's number.
Here, his name called quite a bit this year.
It's called one more time. Pressure coming, and Perkins got back there and hit Moss and the Bayou Bengals.
What I love here on this zone read is he takes both guys. That's a tough read for the quarterback. Eventually, pretty good presence of mind there to just flip it, try to give.
Moss to throw. He has a man down the middle, finds his tight end.
His tight end right here running a seam route. Kind of waits, hesitates, gets those linebackers with their eyes.
On that one, a 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to the ground, and LSU
responded to him very well. We'll see how they do tonight.
SC setting it up, and there is Branch. Branch is electric. He's across the 45 and dances.
That type of offense. Watch the action from Miller Moss. You move in the receiver there, who you're going to end up throwing the football to. The action goes to the right, then throw it all the way back. That defense, I think, got caught up in that play action, assuming that ball would come.
Moss getting to the edge, getting heat, and he has to throw it away.
Umpire felt that and made the call against the defense.
So Moss goes to work, and he dumps it out to Quentin Joyner. Joyner gets down, close noise, trying to, and the defense rise up to the ground. He easily picks up.
You're just trying to get short yardage. Blake Baker getting aggressive. Pretty good recognition by listed at 6'7", 320.
Much bigger than that. He made a big block there. Moss buys a little time, puts it into traffic. Did hit in the red zone. Miller Moss back to work, firing for the corner of the end zone, and there's going to. Oh, give it to Montana. He's into the end zone.
Block and sustaining this block. Very important here. Double team, then he takes over that. Starts as a double team. Watch him stay on that block, and the back gets right.
At rwlasvegas.com.
Big kickoff return from Branch. Moss tries to pay it off immediately, and he did.
One-on-one matchup in the slot with great size with Robinson. Another big, tall, rangy receiver. It's 6'6", and Gilbert
had a bevy of big plays. Moss flips it out, and that was probably pleased to be staying in the game, I'm sure. LSU showing a little heat. Miller Moss in trouble, and Miller Moss knocked free. The ball
actually frees up. They feel very confident that they can win on the edge. It's pretty easy to win on the edge when you bring that blitz and put that right tackle in an either-or situation. They've
backed all the way up to the 24. Here's Moss. This time a screen. Flips it out. There's Branch, who had the kickoff return. Zachariah Branch gets down to the 4. Kickoff return from Branch, and then a scintillating play on the screen. Moss firing to the end zone, going the other way. Oh!
It's off the right edge. Here they come again. And as soon as he delivers the football, that's a. But watch, I think Hudson gets away with a little push off at the top of that route himself. Uses the hands, does everything to be able to get open.
In college, and now Bill O'Brien taking over. And a chance to see Bill at a high school.
It looks like he might have hit the back of his own offensive lineman's back of his jersey, maybe the helmet.
Moss getting some heat. They tried to set it up to the back. Woody Barks broke one tackle, and now the clock is winding again. And Moss throws it out in the flat, gets it out. Moss right down the middle and right on the money finds
this seam and being able to put this football. See late movement by LSU. That's tricky for a lot of quarterbacks. He gets hit by, again, just that pressure.
But until 15 seconds on the play clock. Go on the ground. Woody Marks has a seam. Marks inside the 20.
No one there. Look how spread out the LSU defense is. Good job by that right guard Noah to pick up that block. And then look.
Got to the end zone if they want it. Instead, they'll try the run again. Marks tried to slip one tackle, and now making their mark after both performed well in the bowl games at the end of last year. First carry of the second half goes to Woody. Nussmeier getting those hammies loose for when his turn comes. Joyner is in the backfield. Quentin Joyner, and he gets away from the tackler, Braden Swinson, who was about.
Transfer from Wisconsin. Paige does a nice job. And even though he didn't bring him down, it's just the fact that he just disrupted the play and allows the rest of that defense eventually.
Empty backfield. Marks split out wide. They'll get it out to Mekhi Lemon, and Lemon had it knocked free.
Even 21 years later.
And changed things up after that. And I don't like to think about that part.
Me either.
Moss throwing over the middle, and
what a good job with that left arm, not allowing the right hand to get involved with pass interference. Has his eyes on the quarterback the entire time.
Empty backfield. Miller Moss got time, firing down the middle. This time no one knocks it away from Ford. Ford across midfield into LSU territory before play from Moss to Ford, picks up 41.
Zachariah Branch actually, I think, was the intended target. They end up going.
Played a little bit of both in his career. A lot of guys going back and forth from UCLA to USC these days.
Redshirt freshman left tackle.
Moss now needing 12, buys a little time, completes it to Ford tonight. Moss throwing the fade, throwing deep, and Moss went right after it.
6'6", you go after the season receiver going up. By the way, this young freshman is going to be a superstar in the SEC.
For 60 yards. That one cost him a first down. Moss going back to work on the left, going right back at him, and again.
Boy, they're going right after him. You know, you see this, you know, sometimes at college, guys are afraid to go back to the same play, back-to-back plays.
That is 2nd and 10. Joyner on the ground. Joyner met in there. Moss under heat, down he goes.
And he should be the first one to go over and high-five the secondary because of the coverage that they played. Zone coverage.
Down by 4. They fake a little trickery, and the ball's on the ground.
A hesitation here because of the timing. I love the backers getting downhill. See him wait. He's trying to bait them and then flip it. Boy, is that a dangerous play and decision by Woody right in front of the LSU faithful.
When Marks will try to get some of that ground back. He gets, and he's right over the center. This is pass rushing guys, but only 3 of them. Shan gets right to Miller Moss, and he hits him. But Miller
keep the ball in front of him, play smart, don't want to give anything up. You got to get all the way out to the 30-yard line, and only rushing 3. You can see Moss, as soon as he delivered the football, he's hit. He's over this, even though we're going to have a great finish.
Great finish coming. First carry of this drive goes to Woody Marks. Lemon in motion. Moss throwing the glass, finds McCree, and Lakers
here kind of following the quarterback. The blitz, the linebacker on one side. See his eyes kind of looking out this way? What a call by Lincoln Riley to then slip the tight end right behind him. So the action of the receiver, Lemon.
Just came back quickly. So good to have the pads on. He's made an impact tonight. Boy, Moss is feeling all kinds of heat. Field. Moss again, heat's coming, fires, and he's got his tight end McCree again. His counterpart trying to give SC the lead back. Moss down the middle. Another completion and a lead back to the left of Moss. Joyner has it. Joyner runs. He's 2nd and 6. Pressure off the edge. Ball batted high into the air. Still up there. And you think it might have
linebackers, and they move them around. This is a late movement by Weeks. This guy plays with a kind of a motor that's on press.
Now SC needs 9 yards on 4th down in LSU territory. Moss fires, and it's batted away again, and this time it whoa!
What point in the game it is, he's going to live and continue to be who he is and trust his players. Brings that blitz. Sai'vion Jones eventually came free to knock it loose.
Which would give the Trojans or LSU another stoppage should they need it. Miller Moss back to work, firing, got Kyron Hudson. Hudson into a pickup of 21.
Look at the anticipation here. Ball's out now. Receiver's head isn't even looking for the football right there, and he does a nice job of putting it right in the hole. That's a lot of work over the summer.
For the night. He's trying to give his team the lead. Pressure off the edge, but they get loose. It's Woody Marks. Marks bouncing off tacklers inside the...
Free play.
All right, caught Major Burns offsides. Moss going to try to make him pay. Throwing to the end zone. He's got it!
Happens as far as the safety, he's got to make a tough decision. Moss knows he's got a free play. The safety here kind of gets turned. He works back to the inside. He elects to go to the outside, which is a tougher. At the end of the first half, similar time.
Get the easy completion out to Marks. Marks up across the 25 to the 30. He'll
Anything crazy here.
LSU would like to get pressure but keep everything in front of them, and they're able to do so. You saw that green line down about the 36 where SC needs to get it. Zachariah Brent.
The offense.
They'll run the ball and get the first down. They tried. Boy, could they use those right now? I'm sure they're thinking. See if Moss can make up for it. Throws back to Kyron Hudson. See if they can get heat on Moss. Only rushing 3. Ball is batted down. Second down and 15. Got to get it into field goal range. Moss throwing to Hudson. Hudson takes a big hit.
And does not reroute. The reason that's important is because without rerouting and jamming him here, look how he gets by. Now you've got a window in this area right here between the safety and the corner. By not getting hands on him to slow him down, it gives him a chance to.
From Georgia Southern. Woody Marks might make it a moot point, and he does.
And this time he kind of gets caught up in the tight end. You'll see great job on that left side. Good job on the left side of being able to do what they needed to do to open up the hole. But really, it was the safety that, to me, gets lost. He's looking at the tight end. He follows the tight end, and instead of being able to fill that hole, it still would have been a nice gain.